my data had went out, so you will see a break in this video. But what I'm saying is, how can, in First Corinthians, how can the same seed, it's within the first 2-3 chapters, how can two seeds come from the same origin and have different purpose? It's somewhere in chapter 2 or 1 where it talks about that watering, working, and warning. It's somewhere in Corinthians chapter 2. I read it the other day. And I just want y'all to just think on all these things that I named. Like I said, everything is not as good as it seems on the surface. You can look at somebody and say, oh, that's a hard-working person. That person takes care of his or her family. That person, you know, always at work, drive a car and stay there herself. Yeah, those are good things. Those are great things. But when it boils down to the other subjects, that's when the separation happens. It's kind of like when, you know, growing up as an athlete. Matter of fact, I got one better. I was working a job some years ago, and I felt like I was one of the hardest workers there. I wasn't there to work to be the hardest worker. I just felt like, dang, man, this team, they lazy. And one day, because it was so many things going undone, and it wasn't even in my department, and one day I said something to somebody in another department that was affecting my work, and she says, honey, I'm only here to get a check. And she was a manager. And then somebody else said something different. Then somebody else said something different. Everybody's intentions are different. And that's why I say everything ain't what it seems to be on surface. And that's why I need some people just turn their, what should be common sense, turn it on. And if you don't have common sense, get in that word of God. Get in that Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because that will help you clean your lenses up, your spiritual lenses up, and see that we all are not the same. Even if we talk about slavery, obviously I'm black. You know, a lot of people, ancestors weren't slaves who were black. You get what I'm saying? Some people who are black ancestors were slave masters too. You get what I'm saying? It's not always a black and white thing. But we need to have those conversations, even at churches. You think everybody believe in God that's in the church and on your pew or in the choir or next to you, every preacher? Nah, everything's different. That's why we need to have these hard conversations. Don't be so gullible to go along with any and everything because it just looks good. But that's it. That's something I wanted to talk on today. Keep it there.